Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body? Watch.
So if you haven't been living under a rock, you know about the masterful marketing that's been going viral recently. Yes, the soap with a girl's bathwater, but not just any girl. The main man. Woman. Sydney Sweeney. This product sold out in 0.001 seconds.
And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that?
And she did it again with American Eagle. So, how did she do it? Well, I'm gonna break it up into 3 main categories. Yes, I'm seriously gonna dissect this for you. You're welcome. Number 1, bongos. Brand recognition. So exactly the same thing. Let's make this extremely simple. Tell me, what is your first thought when you watch this video?
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body? Watch.
If you said sexually suggestive, then you're correct. If you said anything else, you're not. Or at least you're not in the majority. Sex sells. In fact, it sells so well that it is used constantly in the advertising industry. Makeup, clothing, hell, even chocolate. So it's safe to say it can work with many different genres. That's where a kind of controversial economic theory called SET comes in. Number 2, sexual economics theory. Ignoring any potential controversies or stereotypes that this theory may portray, it's useful to get a baseline look on why this phenomenon is occurring. To give you a quick summary of what this theory is, it's basically the concept that in the sexual marketplace, women are the supply and men are the demand. For example, men may offer resources like financial stability, protection, status, etc. While women kind of offer other qualities like reproductive status, physical attractiveness, nurturing qualities, etc. The value of these resources depends on the supply and demand of the market. You may have heard the saying that the women are the gatekeepers of sex, and this is generally true. So what happens when that woman uses her sexual appeal for marketing? Yes, I understand that there is also a use of the male body in advertising. That is also successful. But for the purpose of this video, we will be just using women's sexual appeal in marketing. Let's look at this commercial from about a decade or so ago.
Imagine me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
Now, as some of you may be quick to point out, even though this commercial is banned, it is still important to look at how advertisers looked at marketing products for men in the past, beer specifically. Now, because of cultural shifts, an ad like that would not be made today, except it has, which might be exactly the reason why it worked. Let's look at an adjacent ad for a bit.
Sydney Sweeney body wash genie?
What's your wish? It could be anything.
Coconuts.
Not to play the whole ad since this video is not sponsored, but you can see the goal of the ad. And this company, Dr.Squatch, has used Sydney as their spokesperson a lot, and this has allowed them to build a brand with her attached to this soap that they created. And it literally sold out immediately, like less than a minute. So let's go back to number 1 for a second. Number 1, again, branding, again. So, jokes aside, branding is a huge category that was not 100% covered in what I mentioned earlier. And this isn't Sydney Sweeney's first rodeo with Dr. Squatch. She was in several ads beforehand. This is set up as a brand recognition with Dr. Squatch, where this new soap bar with bathwater is not coming out of the blue. Can I just please pause this just for 1 second and complain? Who actually buys this? Like, are you actually kidding me right now? You really that desperate? Look, I'm not saying everyone who buys it is, it's actually insane. Like, they even did an informal poll, and it's like 88% of people agree with me, but those 12% drive the demand. And don't get me wrong, this next category will explain those people that are not in those 12%ers. Number 3, niching down. Dr. Squatch and Sydney are targeting a specific group of men with this product. Let's not kid ourselves. To be nice, I'll say it starts with a P and ends with an Irvy. I'm sure 1% of those buyers really believe in a non-sexual connection with the soap. I hope. And honestly, the other big group of buyers is just hustlers, resellers. Like, they're just buying the soap to sell it at a higher price to people who will buy it because it's like, oh my gosh, it's sold out. But then it's like, okay, maybe you can buy double price from a reseller. So, you have to respect the hustle, I guess. And they just buy the soap, buy low, sell high, as they say. And this causes the soap to sell out almost immediately. I mean, I know the supply was only 5,000, but still. And recently, she's proven that she can replicate the success with other brands. Just look at American Eagle. That's like the first time in a while that I've seen an ad that is like that. Like, you just don't see ads like that anymore. It's yet to be known if it's good or bad. I'm gonna take a neutral stance, perhaps like slightly negative stance, but my opinion isn't like the end-all be-all. Just because I don't want people to like be using their sexuality too much to sell products doesn't mean it's inherently like evil or something. Like, you have to use what your strengths are, I guess. So obviously you'd rather have a product stand on its own, but I guess, you know, it's a competitive world out there. You gotta do what you gotta do. Either way, that's the gist of how that became a massive moneymaker for Sydney Sweeney, and how she's literally doing it again with American Eagle. If you want me to make a follow-up video on that American Eagle one, because it is slightly different, leave a comment and I'll try and sort something out for you. But Sydney's not the only famous celebrity using her sexuality. Sabrina Carpenter has been able to tap into her sexuality in a way that is not anyway like any of the examples we listed in this video. So if you're interested in seeing exactly what she did that was different, that worked extremely well, you have to check out this video right here.